Hello, all you WoW loving turkey lovers. Welcome to essentially the update for November 14th. We're going to be talking about what's going on in Warcraft this upcoming week. First and foremost, Legion artifact knowledge is bumping up to 52. You're going to see between 1.4 and 1.5 billion artifact power for the higher end different little components that you get to power up your artifact weapon. Additionally, there is a PvP brawl this week. It's for Deep 6. In this brawl, players fight as teams of miniature version of Warsong Gulch, Silver Shard Mines, or Temple of Kantmogu. So you'll see us tackle that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Basically, it's a little bit of a twist on how those traditional battlegrounds work. You're going to see a few less areas to really try to tackle, but with a smaller number of players, it should go a bit faster. Additionally, jumping to Mythic Plus for the week, we've got Sanguine. So when a boss or when any kind of mob is defeated, you are going to have that lingering pool of goo left behind that's going to heal their enemies, and it's going to damage players, so keep an eye on that as you're chewing through mobs. Grievous, so when entered below 90% health, players will suffer increased damage over time until healed back above 90, and then Fortified. So mobs have 20% more health and inflict up to 30% increased damage. So it should be a pretty easy week to go push plus 15s. Definitely try to make that a priority if you haven't yet. For the greater invasion points, we're back on Pitlord Vilmus. That's going to drop a 930 Fel relic, so all of you Demon Hunters or folks within Demon Hunter alt, grab that, make it a priority. For the world bosses, we've got Nithog. Nithog is loaded way up, and we'll show it on the map right quick. You can find Nithog right in Stormheim, just in this area right here. Go pick it up. 2 billion artifact power is a pretty easy way to go get it. Kind of going hand in hand with it being Thanksgiving, you're going to really soak the benefits of it being a battleground bonus event. We've got the PvP brawl to mix it up, but we're gonna take advantage of that sign of battle, and that's this symbol right here for those of you not aware. And right there, honor gains from battleground objectives and wins increased by 50%. So we'll really try to double down on that and advance along our honor and prestige goals. At the very least, win 4 battlegrounds and knock off the weekly bonus event. That gives you some pretty good honor. That's 1,000 honor that you get rewarded, and a glory of the melee in addition to some marks of honor. As far as archaeology goes, there's the Raven Crest cache. This is the last week for it as part of the This Side Up meta achievement, and then rolling back to some hotfixes that Blizzard announced yesterday. We're going to see some changes to the PvP world. I think this is in advance of the Battle of Azeroth. So just to summarize it right quick, all non-tank specs now receive 40% less damage from players in world PvP. I think they're trying to remove ganking, to put it bluntly. They're trying to set it up so that in the world, as we advance towards the PvP system, that essentially characters aren't getting one-shotted all over the place. Drought of Souls, so you're going to see that Fel-crazed rage damage reduced by 70% against other players, so that's really going to limit its usefulness. And Kil'jaeden's Burning Wish damage was reduced by 60% against other players, so that as far as other rets go, that makes that pretty much useless as far as legendary trinkets go for us. Druids, so the Fiery Red Maimers, that increased main damage, it was by 500%. That's dropped all the way down to 165%. And the Entangling Roots version of Earthling Grasp, that's for the Feral, now properly hits the Hardened Roots. Death Knight, the legendary item Cold Heart, had its damage reduced by 75% against players. Protection Paladins, Pillar of Inmost Light, increased the Eye of Tyr damage by 150. It used to be 300%, so that got halved. And then Retribution, if you are rocking the legendary chest, Scarlet Inquisitor's Expurgation, that increased the Divine Storm damage by 3% per stack, and that used to be 6% when going up against other players. That stacks up to 30 times each. So take that into consideration if you're going to be doing some hunting for the enemy as a ret. With priests, as far as discipline, the Dark Archangel's visual spell effect is now visible for all targets affected, and Rogue has 2 legendaries that are impacted. The Insignia of Ravenhold, that damage is reduced by 50% against players, and the Dreadlord's Deceit, which increases Fan of Knives and Shuriken Storm damage by 6% per stack, and it was 25, so that's a pretty significant step down as well. This is pretty impactful. In addition, a couple cosmetic, the fishing chair that you can use to essentially set up, you can find it in the black market auction house. You can rock that in dungeons now. That toy wasn't able to be used before. Same with Love Boat, and that's pretty fun. That's tied to the world event Love is in the Air. The Dark Moon Seesaw summons the seesaw for 3 minutes. You pick that up in Dark Moon Island. That's no big surprise. And Sandbox Tiger. So that summons a stationary Sandbox Tiger that you can ride for 3 minutes. You can all load them now in different, essentially a lot of different toys. So make some time, check that out. And without further ado, let's get to the fun part, shall we? See what is in our weekly cache. Cross our fingers. We've had Titan Forged gloves for 4 weeks now. Blood of Sargeras, Curious Coin. There we go. 940 wrists. That's gonna be an upgrade. Some crit and some mastery, but that's still better than most. 1.1 billion artifact power, 1.1 artifact power, and 8.9 artifact power. And then a vault keystone. Fantastic. Hey, we'll take it. It's going to help us get upgraded. That is all good. Pretty pumped about that. We were trending the wrong way as far as loot goes, so nice to see those not another 945 set of hands, that's for sure. Cool. I guess I've got to do some farming of Killed Jaden to get this belt upgraded, but I'll see what we can get to work there. But overall, sitting in pretty darn good shape. We're excited about it. That's it for now, folks. I hope you have a great week, a great Thanksgiving, and really it's going to be a pretty fun week. Take advantage of the battleground buffs and really advance towards your prestige goals. See you later.